Hi, I'm Miss Kathy, and this is acrylic painting for kids age 6 to 12. This is a fine art class where your child will learn color mixing, landscape, figurative art, portraiture, animals. The first lesson, however, is color mixing, and I'm going to go over that right now. So we will be mixing orange using red plus yellow. We will be mixing our green with blue plus yellow. We will be mixing our own purple with red plus blue. We will be mixing 3 browns. Number 4 brown is green plus red, and it makes kind of a reddish brown. Number 5 brown is purple plus yellow, and it makes kind of a tannish brown. Didn't on this one, but like I said, paint brands change over the years. The last brown is purple, blue plus orange, and it makes a darkish brown. So opposite colors mix together to make browns, and they're opposite on the color wheel. At the top, we're going to write the title. Color wheel, your name, the year, and then we're going to put a gigantic letter O right here with a dot in the middle. On top of that O, we're going to put an X, and the X will cut right through the dot, and then we will cut it in half, so that we have 6 pieces of pie. Then we'll put 3 O's down here. And most of my students like to make these the 3 bears, because these 3 O's will be 3 different ways of making the color brown. I'll just make it 3 bears right here. You don't have to have the bears if you don't want. If you want just have O's, that's fine. So you'll put that on your paper with your pencil. And then we'll come over to paint. So I have mine already done right here. So I'm only going to be giving you primary colors and white, because those are the colors with which you can make all the colors out of. So we'll put our red right here. You can paint nice and thick and goopy, like if you're frosting cupcakes or not. You can have brush strokes if you'd like, or it could be nice and smooth. You pick your style. I have no preference. Anybody can have any style they want. But there is an important thing, the next step, cleaning the brush. Everybody has to do this way. We put our other opposite hand here and we clean 10 times very firm. Then we drip it and then we dry. Because if you don't do all these steps, you're going to be having a flood. We're going to go the yellow. We'll skip a section and put yellow right here, because this is a rainbow on a wheel and it has to be in this order. Paint nice and thick, like if you're frosting a cupcake or 2. I don't know people even do that anymore. So put the yellow here. Again, you can do any style you want on your brush strokes or no brush strokes. However, you do have to clean your brush. This way is the best way. Your opposite hand here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, and drip and dry. Remember, when you drip, don't splash the whole class. Okay, so now we'll skip a section and put the blue over here. My blue looks a little clear, but it's hard to know what they'll have in stock these days. It's a little unpredictable, but it will work. Looks a little more transparent. Okay, so red, blue, and yellow, those are the primary colors. Again, I've got to clean my brush 10 times or more, and drip it, and dry it. So now we're going to color mix. Oops. Color number 1, red plus yellow, right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the red, scoop of red, scoop of yellow, right here on this tray. You're going to stir it up. I need a squeaky wheel over here. And it makes orange, and the orange belongs right in between the red and the yellow, because that's its place in the rainbow order. This is the only project where you have to have colors go in a certain spot. Because there is science in art. So this is the science part. The creative part will come later. Sometimes I get the excess off here before I clean it, so my water doesn't get too dirty. I'm gonna clean the brush 10 times or more. I'm gonna drip it and dry. Now go to color number 2, because 2 comes after 1. So that says to do blue plus yellow. So I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna do exactly like this. I'm gonna take a scoop of blue and a scoop of yellow. I'm gonna stir them up. Don't use all your blue and yellow to make the green. We only need enough for that triangle right there, because blue plus yellow makes green. And then we'll put the green in between the blue and the yellow, because that's where it belongs on the color wheel. Now, no worries if you make a mistake, no problems, I'll help you fix it. Plus, if you get a color in the wrong spot, it's not a big deal. I care more about that if you know how to mix the colors than if you put them in the right place. Clean the brush 10 times or more, drip and dry. And we'll go to color 3 now. Red plus blue. Says to do that, I'll do it. So we take a scoop of blue, scoop of red. I always try to scoop on the edge of the color so I don't pollute the whole color up. Stir it up. This one you can add some white to it. And that makes a nice lavender. I'll take that. And this goes in between the red and the blue, because it's where it belongs on the rainbow order. For you perfectionistic type people, if you want to stay in your lines a little easier, you can hold your breath in right at that point where the brush hits the paper, and then breathe out after. Don't hold your breath the whole class. That would not be good. Okay. All right, that looks pretty cool. So now I'll clean my brush 10 times, drip it and dry. Now for the hard part. Color number 4 is red plus green, and it's one of the 3 bears here. I'll put it this way so that you guys can see it easier. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a scoop of green, and this has to be mixed a half and half mixture or it won't work. Stir it together, and it should make a brown. Now if it looks red, it needs more green, and if it looks green, it needs more red. This happens to look pretty brown, so I'll put this on the bear, first bear of the 3 bears. It can be tricky, so if your brown doesn't look brown, just raise your hand, I'll come help you. We'll clean the brush 10 times, we'll drip it, we'll dry it. Now we'll go to color number 5, purple plus yellow. That's gonna make a brown too, but a different brown. Now I'm a little low on purple, so I'll refurbish the purple first. This is a lot of steps, and some of you get confused. I'm here to help you. So we'll put a scoop of purple plus a scoop of yellow. Remember, we don't need a whole massive amount of this. This is just enough for this little bear right here. It's just a little bear. Okay, and that made another brown. Looks similar to that brown, but it looks a little more tannish. This one looks a little more reddish. Now remember, we need to clean our brush 10 times, drip it and dry it every time we change colors. The last color we're gonna make today is blue plus orange for this particular project. It's easier if you add the blue into the orange. Don't ask me why. Something about this orange though is it's turning green. So here's a problem. Well, we know what color to add, the opposite color. And the opposite of green is red. So we'll add a little drop of red because this looks green, which sometimes the road to Rome is different on different days. Good, that should make a darker brown, and it does. In some colors it would make a blackish brown, but that blue is very watery, so that's why this is making just a dark brown. If I wanted it a little darker, I could add a little blue to it. Let me see how that will work. Yeah, that does work. So this is the first half of the color mixing project. There is another half to it, but I won't go into it today, so it'll take up too much time. Okay. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to see you in acrylic painting with Miss Kathy.